Welcome to Evo 1. My name is Zach, and today we are taking on the Ultimate Tubeless Challenge. We are using these $2 tubeless valves from Temu, Gorilla Tape and Flex Tape for the rims, and finally settling the debate on whether you need a tubeless ready tire or not. Look, tubeless can be extremely expensive not only to install but to maintain. This is a name brand tubeless tape, and it's pretty pricey. This is the Amazon knockoff, but it's still $15 to $20 depending on what width you buy. This comes from Lowe's for $9, and I can use it on people who haven't subscribed to this channel yet. So, you tell me what's the better value. Now today's test subject is my glorious example of a free Eastern Thunderbird dirt jump bike. Now I got this bike for free by trading a rigid single speed 29er I got off a neighbor and had to clean up for a BMX bike. Sold that for $200, lowballed a guy for $200 on Marketplace to get this, so according to my calculations, this was free. Now you may feel bad about sacrificing these tan-wall gorgeous DTH tires, however, pretty sure that's a cigarette burn, and this is for science. We all want to know whether you can do all this or not, and today we're gonna get some answers. Now, I am going to glove up for this because for whatever reason, with all of the sticky surfaces I keep finding on different parts of this bike, I feel like it could potentially put the STD in me. The first step here is dismounting this old tire. Let's go ahead, take our tire lever, go all the way around, and speed run. I've gotten the Gorilla Tape into this wheel, and look, I mean, honestly, I've done worse on better wheel sets with good rim tape, and this is essentially just fancy duct tape. Quite impressed so far. Let's get a valve in here. We are rocking the red Temu valve. This was like $2.98. In fact, I ordered like 10 more of them, so I really hope that this works. Slide it on in there. The next piece of tubeless tape we're going to be using is Flex Tape. Now my only concern with this is it was expensive. $15 for a 5-foot roll of tape? A little ridiculous if you ask me. But it does claim to stop leaks fast, so my hope here is that Phil Swift can roundhouse that gorilla right in the fucking mouth. Let's get to it. I've got the Flex Tape installed. Now, one thing I want to note is cutting this with a razor blade is really sketchy. I honestly just should have run this through my like 14-inch high bandsaw because I feel like it would have been less sketchy. And that's really saying something. I really thought for a split second I had lost my thumb whenever the knife slipped, and I don't want to relive that. Also, as a side note, if you want me to create more content on how to change your tires effectively, I'm pretty decent at it. I spent, 9 years in the automotive industry and a couple of those years with Discount Tires, so when it comes to being knowledgeable on tires and how to get everything to seat, beads, drop centers, all that good stuff, let me know down below in the comments if you want me to make videos and hopefully make that a little bit easier for you, because I know a lot of people struggle with this. The very first tire I'm going to air up is going to be the Flex Tape because it was what was closer to me. Now, since I have confirmed that the tan walls do tend to leak out the sides, I do have other 26-inch tires that I'll throw on here just in a second, but I want to go ahead and try it with the Gorilla Tape and just see, maybe this works, fingers crossed, but probably not. But we're here anyway, so let's try it. Alright y'all, enough messing around. I actually have a demo bike that I bought from Vittoria Tires that I guess I just found out they already converted to tubeless, and for who I'm building this bike for, it needs tubes in it. They aren't responsible enough to maintain tubeless themselves. It's my mom. So, I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, redo the tubeless on this bike with Gorilla Tape and then Flex Tape, and use this one because I've got to put tubes and rim strips back in it anyways. Take 2, 3, whatever we're on now. This should work. Alright, I've got the tubeless tire on the rim with the Gorilla Tape. I'm going to add a little bit more sealant to this tire, and we'll see if it works. I did go ahead and swap over the red Temu valve to this one. That way we're keeping the red with the Gorilla Tape, and we'll keep the black with the Flex Tape. Let's see if this works. Already. Wow. I actually don't hear it leaking anywhere either. Huh. Let's see if this valve's leaking. Nope, no bubbles. That is a great sign so far. Wow. Holy crap. Gorilla Tape works. No shit. Because I'm aware that people are going to say that wasn't a real test, well, same wheel with the Gorilla Tape. Simulated impacts. Getting that sealant spread around. All it's going to do is seal this tire up better as that sealant starts to get everywhere. Alright, so it did actually end up seating and sealing using the Gorilla Tape instead of tubeless tape. So that does work. The one thing I am finding is I did hit this valve with a little bit of soapy water, and I don't know if you can tell, but we are leaking a little bit. I've got a few bubbles coming out of there. As you can see, it starts to swell up and we get a bunch of white around here. That's not what we want, so I'm going to try to use a different valve's little core wrench, tighten it up a little bit and see if I can't solve that issue. You can kind of hear it. Okay, that fixed it. So this tubeless valve, as of right now, is definitely working. I'm going to go ahead and pull this valve out, swap the black one, and go ahead and do this rim up with Flex Tape this time and see if we can get that to seat also. Sorry about that, we had a camera battery die, but I did get the Flex Tape wheel finished up. As far as Flex Tape being a product that's easy to cut and serviceable, not so much. They really need to make thinner rolls of this. But it did go on, I think it's going to work, and I'm also going to be running the black Temu valve on this wheel. And now the part we've all been waiting for. Will the tire and wheel running the Flex Tape and the Temu valve actually inflate and work as a tubeless setup? Just a second, we'll find out. In the meantime, I did call my friends over at Joe's No Flats and ask, can we do a channel giveaway? I feel like it's about time. They said yes. They're going to throw in a carton of their super sealant or their road leader, a ball cap, a bottle opener, and a t-shirt for one of you lucky subscribers out there. And all you've got to do to be entered to win is make sure you're subscribed and comment down below whether you'd prefer a case of the super sealant or the road leader, and one of y'all will get picked. Best of luck, let's get to inflating this, and thank you Joe's No Flats. Not gonna lie, I'm really hoping this works. I know that we've all probably had the thought of whether Flex Tape would work in this scenario, and we're finally testing it. Let's try. If you saw a couple of my little love taps on it, that actually does help with tubeless. It'll usually, you know, kind of jar it and help set that bead, but it's holding. No way. No way. This is flex tape in a Temu valve, and the valve's not even leaking. Nothing. Get a little soap around there. Nope. This is unbelievable. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe our Temu valve, our flex tape, and the Gorilla tape both worked, or well, all three worked. The only thing that didn't work was our skin wall non-tubeless tires, but I really should have seen that one coming. That's kind of my bad. So I guess we busted a few myths. We found out what works, and honestly, I don't think I'll be using flex tape just due to the difficulty and the increased price for all of my tubeless installs going forward. But the Gorilla tape, I mean, I kind of liked it more than any tubeless tape I've ever used before, so that might be a thing. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.